called the squeeze.
The squeeze. Okay. Okay. I could
Yeah,
take that. That's nice. It rolls off the tongue nice. That could definitely take off.
yeah. That's gonna have a trademark. Have my
Damn,
friend.
man. My shit's called PDZ, bro.
What?
PDZ. Polka dot zebra, nigga.
Pokey Dot Zebra.
Yeah.
I realized though, 'cause I was looking for names. And I had conversations with people about it, so the concept of what it's gonna be, and it was just like, hold on, send invite, and there's giving their own perceptions, and that's what it came down to. Because initially it has a squeeze towel. I said that's not gonna work. After we had come,
Already forgot.
but that's all I said.
Easy peasy lemon squeezy.
Yeah. Well, I could probably use that too. That phrase.
That could be a catchphrase in there, yeah.
I just see the trademark though, because since I'm getting into, I have a friend that she does a lot of trademark copyrights and everything, and she put me
Mm.
on, and she said that how there's certain shit like I didn't look for the name to see if it's even available to use, because
Oh yeah,
apparently,
the
yeah,
royalty free shit.
yeah, you can't use certain shit and they can go file for it. They will come to you like, yeah, take this shit down.
Yeah, and if your channel gets 3 strikes, it's a wrap.
hmm Yeah,
No matter how many years you're up, no matter how many years you're up, bro.
they can sue you. Jay Z, I remember someone used something. I think the next day they got a note. Like this dude
I
Jay
remember
Z
when I was younger,
said
I
something.
downloaded
Yeah.
Skyrim. Yo, bro, they hit the internet provider with like a warning, and then the internet provider hit me with so I got 2 letters. I got one from the company saying to delete it and never to do it again,
hmm
and or else I'll be fined. And then the internet company also hit me with the same thing, say I had to delete it. And I shouldn't download stuff from torrents anymore or whatever. I'm like, oh shit. I'm like, yo, I didn't know. Oh my god, I thought it was free.
Yeah, I'm getting tired of society trying to come up with some sensitive topic to talk about. Yeah, did you read that shit that Mojo
Listen,
posted?
that's what I told you, bro. It's PC culture, man. Again,
That's just
that's a
annoying.
that's a big topic in the hemisphere now. This PC culture is like, for example, the recent thing that the whole cancel culture that's going on right now.
Yeah,
I forgot who posted it. Someone posted it saying Joey Badass was saying that they're normalizing not making
yeah,
mistakes.
I saw it. Yeah,
That in form like normalizing things or like doing things a certain way is just like I feel like it's just part of cancel culture, bro. Because like whatever it is, if they want a new movement to come in,
hmm
it's gonna be like that, right? So it's like, all right, homosexuality. People used to be shunned in society because of that, right?
hmm
Now what? If you shame somebody that's homosexual in society, online, for example, you get shunned, you get canceled, you get this, they shut your whole shit down, you know?
hmm
They're taking that format and applying it to like random things, like that gravity of it, and applying it to random things. You know, it's like
That shit's annoying.
I get certain things. There should definitely be pushback on certain things, but not
Not
on
everything
cancel
though.
culture level.
Yeah, like that shit is annoying, yo. Cause Mojo just posted some shit about, oh, you can't have a preference. Like, if you don't, let's read this. Let's read the shit that he posted, bro.
It's in the chat.
Yeah, it's in the chat. It's a Twitter one. The Twitter thread. On the Reddit.
It's a tweet.
Yeah.
Say it with me. It's a t- it's
Yeah.
a it's a tweet.
I don't use Twitter like that. No,
Yo, it's a Twitter
wait.
thread.
When your pops telling you Twitter, he's trying to tweet. He's like,
Hey son, hey, look at this Twitter feed, the tweet dad. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, that's it.
Homer trying to show you the phone with his finger pointing at it. He got the glasses on.
Word, it's sweet. He across the room, like, you read this, bro? I'm across the room. Welcome back.
Yeah,
I
you know
still
who?
I still have that Twitter up. This is Strike Boxers.
Yeah, you know who
That's
does?
the Twitter I use.
Oh yeah, you still have it.
Yeah.
You know what's perfect though? Who did a perfect Don impersonation is Reggie and who's that dude? The Haha Davis. Them two. I don't know you watched
Oh
the
yeah,
video,
both of them. Boy, yeah, both of them do
but
it.
they
With the
perfect.
mustache, bro.
Yeah, but they that hat on.
Nah, I love. This is my top, probably my top three things that Reggie do. When
Mm.
the dude would be in the car just singing,
Oh
bro, cutting
yeah,
them off.
yeah.
Oh my god! I'm like, get out, get out.
And
He's like, oh,
he was being
he's like,
character.
I
It's
don't know
so
this. I don't
funny.
know this one. Oh, yeah, it's all going off, bro.
Yeah,
I love that shit,
Reggie is so funny, man. And it's like it's kind of the thing that rolls on the tongue. Like he does it so naturally.
dude.
That's the funny thing.
Man.
Desi's really good too. Desi does like the like niggas in the hood shit.
Yo, you think that what's his name should have went on Wild 'N Out, bro?
Who?
Like used to go to Brooklyn College.
Are you talking about Rennie? I don't think so. Like,
Like,
you asked me if I thought that he should have went to Wild 'N Out.
yeah, like it's a good opportunity, like like
It
thinking about it,
it is.
popping out, but then
You didn't make the most of it though, cause
you're right.
they will fire that. There's some people I've not seen that thing gone.
Sometimes I'm looking at these things. Some of them, it's like an investment for
Hmm.
them. It's like if you look at it like, in terms of like stocks, you put yourself in this spot right here, and if you do well in there, when you leave, you have like a good credible name.
Hmm.
Be like, oh, Rennie from Wild 'N Out. Yeah, word, he's in that movie. Like, or people like for us, like we know him from, Facebook, YouTube or whatever. Like I
Hmm.
miss I miss that sort of content. But then if he goes to Wild 'N Out and like his talent gets squandered there, it might not, it might put like that's like your stocks dropping. Like
Yeah. Yeah.
your value drop a little bit.
I mean,
I don't know.
I
I
think.
don't watch Wild 'N Out like that, so maybe I'm not in that hemisphere to see what he does.
I mean, he didn't do a lot. I mean, he did some, but it wasn't like groundbreaking. I think also when on that show, a
He
lot of
left
people get.
already?
I think so. I don't know. I honestly haven't watched the recent ones, but
Weird. I
yeah.
haven't seen anything from him
Also,
recently.
they get overshadowed by Valentine or DT Young Fly, especially like people who've been there. Like they had to perform, and then the little moments that you have to perform,
Mm.
like little 5 minutes of fame. If you don't do shit, then it's like, all right, see you later.
Yeah, it's not memorable. It's probably
Yeah,
exhausting because that's not you on the
exactly,
regular.
exactly. So yeah, that's what the people say when you make business deals, choose what you can like be glorified in. Like those don't take on anything because they're a good opportunity. Yeah, see if you can actually do the job. Kawhi is a great place to get your recognition, especially in the black community. Mhm.
Yeah. I'm
Like
just
see,
go buy it. I'm gonna buy my boy's song, bro. Gotta support the scene. It's fire.
because DC Young Fly was not big until he got in there.
Say what? Oh, DC?
Mhm.
Yeah, his shit went up. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying?
Mhm.
Because based off the time, like he was popping, he made the move at the right time.
That's perfect.
I feel
Mhm.
like Wild 'N Out was a little bit more popular. But when he was like around 2016, he went.
Yeah, because it came back too. I was like the rebirth of the season. Because at first they stopped and they came back with seasons, and everyone was like, oh, Cat Wings and all them was there, but you have this new crew. Especially you got battle rappers. People want to see what that is. Let's see
Mm.
what it's about. And it's dope.
Right.
They kind of make he makes good business deals, like you say that.
He does. He does. He
He makes
does.
good. I put him in the class probably with
It's
Pitts
hard
easily.
to like. I feel like it's like maybe putting stuff out solo, doing stuff solo without like an endorsement behind you. I feel like
Yeah.
you'll grow. Like the rate at which cause the internet it moves so fast, dude. Like you'll be forgotten in like an instant.
Mhm.
You know. So maybe that's probably the right move. Man,
Yeah.
I gotta take that whole shit back. Fuck. Like I'm looking at it and with like a selfish sense where it's like short term, right? Like he'll put out. I'm like, how come he's not putting out the content he usually put out? But then in the long
Yeah.
run, might be better.
Yeah.
Especially on your resume if you want to go maybe do acting
Yeah.
or like like something more resume heavy. Like, oh, you was on Wild 'N Out, okay, well, okay. Performance in front of a crowd, etc., etc. Yeah, might be good for the show. What is going on here? Damn, they put you on that 2006 playlist, bro. Shoot, Ciara coming right after your song, bro.
My goodies. With my goodies.
2010.
Yeah, it was so pretty, man.
I don't know, bro. She was younger.
Nah, she looked enough.
I was watching some old music videos. I'm like, oh my god, bro. Like these girls look, they're like so young, wearing like wild skimpy clothes. I'm like, holy shit, they look so fine. I won't lie.
Come on.
Hey. Refuse it. If you know where it may refuse it. Hey, fuck, put some pothole on that shit. Oh man. I need a thunder move, bro. I need to hurry up and beat this game so I could just go back to what I was doing before. Shit taking too long. Yo, you buy that My Hero game, bro? I'll smoke your shit.
Kick out, nigga. I got Toriyoki. I'll bother everyone there.
Todoroki ain't even all that.
Actually, I would get the belly button boy. Kick out here, nigga.
Yo, if that shit is microtransactions, bro?
I think every game at this point has it. All this.
Sick to my stomach.
Things that stick to my stomach.
I hate that shit, bro. Yesterday, you know how hard it was for me to spend that $8 for the Pokemon, yo?
I mean, just it's like one of the things that you have to buy, or it's like more work.
Yeah, but like, no, it's not even because it's more work. It's just the fact that if it was free, I wouldn't mind doing the work. Fuck it. But the thing is like these little games they play, you know, thinking people not paying attention. Bro, like if you go to the 3DS and in order to access, it's like an online cloud thing, right? The cloud is called Pokebank, but that's for the 3DS, right?
Yeah.
So I have to, if I want to if I want to get the Pokemon to the Switch, I have to send it from the 3DS to that particular cloud, right?
Yeah.
And then from that cloud, I have to send it to the new cloud, which is connected to the Switch, right? And then send it from that cloud to the Switch game, right? But here's the little game they play. When you go to buy the little subscription, like to access the cloud, on the 3DS, it costs $5, no problem. Well, you have to add money to your wallet in order to purchase it. Well, when you go to add money to the wallet, the lowest amount of money you could deposit in your wallet is $10.
That bullshit. I hate that, yo.
Right. So I had to fork up the fucking $10. And the thing is, like, the stores aren't even like connected. But no, the stores are connected. So I guess I have it on the Nintendo store in general. That extra $5. Well, I don't want none of those, so I'm good. Then I have to pay for in order to be able to transfer Pokemon from that 3DS cloud, called the one that's called Pokebank, to the new one that's called Pokemon Home. I have to have another subscription, right? So I have to pay to send it from the 3DS cloud to the Switch cloud, and that what they did is first they show you the one for a year, right? They don't show you everything, but then there's a little button that says options at the bottom. Of course, I'm gonna click options. So I click that shit. It shows me that I could bring it down for 30 days instead of the whole year. So I brought it down to 30 days, and then that shit costs $3. So it should have cost me $8, but it cost me $13.
That's fucking trash.
Yeah, I know. I took mad long because I'm gonna say, yo, bro, do I want these Pokemon like that, dude?
Yeah, you be thinking is it worth the money?
Yeah, dude. I'm like, I don't care. I'm like, even though it's $3, like that's stock money. Stop playing with me, son.
Yeah, I'm starting to reevaluate what I put towards my bank. Oh my god.
Every dollar, bro. Every dollar is something, dude.
Yeah, like, cause think, you know how we were talking about the whole thing with the car thing with Daniel, and like how you got off the lot and it depreciate.
Yo, it's funny. I don't own a car, but
Mm-hmm.
it's just like one of those. It's just like one of those things where, like, when if you learn better if you teach somebody.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like you like
Yeah,
talking about it and it's like, yo, y'all
yeah.
got a lot of work to do.
Good for yourself. You like I didn't
Yeah,
know.
cause I'm like, yo,
Yeah.
bro, if that was me, you're very, yo, bro, I understand. I 100% understand. Like, he's hype.
Mm-hmm.
It's there. He got the bread to get it going,
Yep.
and he could, but yo, that was a fucking horrible idea, dude. Horrible, dude.
Mm-hmm. But
Horrible.
it's a good thing he asked because low key Daniel, we I think we all saved him from making an unwise choice and purchasing that. You know.
Personally, I don't think he should have moved out yet, man.
That too, because I told my sister the same thing. I was like, he works as before again. He works at Applebee's as a
I'm s-
waiter.
I'm scared, bro. That's the thing is, it just like, and it's my fault. 'Cause I disappeared for a minute, so I
Mm.
wasn't like I'm not around nobody.
I mean,
So
it's not
like
it's
I didn't
only,
want.
but he wasn't telling none of us though. We all just found out.
Oh, when I dropped it in there,
Yeah, we all found out that very moment. I didn't know either. None of us knew.
oh, I blew his shit up. Yo, fuck that, bro. Oh well.
No,
Boom, nigga, surprise.
because I found out that very moment that he actually moved down. I'm just like, bro, like, because I moved with my sister, and my pops, and this
He
shit.
told my every from what I see, dude. It's just like I do not want to doubt my man's. I don't any decision
Nah,
he makes. I don't want to doubt him.
I doubt it, bro.
I want to believe in him, right?
Nah, I doubt everything.
But no, part of my doubt too is like, yo, a lot of times is like you don't know if that shit work out with Shawty.
Yeah, yeah, that,
That's what I'm
yeah,
afraid. That's what
yeah,
I'm afraid of, bro. I'm
yeah.
afraid of that stuff. So
But
I'll be
he
scrolling through our
moved
Facebook sometimes to see if he's on that joint, bro.
he
I'm
moved
like,
in with
yo,
her, right?
I don't know, bro. I don't know if he moved in, if they got a new spot together or whatever the
I
case
don't
is.
think he's gonna. He definitely moved in with
And
somebody because they
and
have.
that's also why I asked him. I'm like, is she helping you to
With the
pay for the
car.
car?
And he said no.
Okay, because I was happy he said no, because sometimes when shit hit the fan, boy, how does that go? That's headache. You know what I mean?
Mm,
That's headache, dog.
come on.
So I don't hold you, bro. I want, like, I'm happy for him. Like, I'm glad, like, he
Mm.
got somebody and everything like that. But I want, like, fucking shorty ride or die, my nigga.
Yeah, that's like to me. I don't think I'll move into any show until like
No,
that. That's
I have to be established. I have to
yeah.
be established. Nah, not even if I, no, not even, bro. You stay at your shit, cause if I wanna kick you the fuck out or she wanna kick me the fuck out,
You
well,
live back in
like,
your crib.
you know what I mean? But
Yeah.
then, she lived with me and I paid her rent or whatever the case is. But she paid like the cable bills, and she cheated on me
Mm,
because I'm working. I'm like I have to work too much to pay the fucking rent, right? Because
mm.
I'm paying the rent. Like you want to kick her out, but then at the same time, like you feel guilty because like saying that, like damn, she don't got no family out here or something like that.
Yeah.
Say you met her in LA, like you kick her out, and like yo, she
Yeah.
for the streets and shit,
Go
you
through the
know?
streets.
Or if the roles are reversed, and you pull the black men don't cheat shit, but then
Yeah.
you left your phone open, and Mike start posting all that
Yeah.
wild shit, and then
It could be anything. Yeah.
anything, like how does that go?
Yeah. My
Listen, your mom doorbell, bro. If I leave, I'm never coming back, nigga. I'll come back.
oh
What
no,
time I'll
like
come back is to bring y'all food. Say
the,
what up.
the reason I wouldn't do it though because I mean Rachel had moved on with her friend like years ago,
Hmm.
and they were roommates, but then it gets to a point where he wasn't paying the bill and his credit
Oh,
was bad.
I remember. Man,
Yeah. Oh
he was a
yeah.
close friend, right?
Yeah, you remember you was there like, oh, why you not helping out? He
Mm-hmm.
was
Yeah,
mad. whatever the case may be, he was mad. But that to me, that took that in hindsight. 'Cause I was like, yo, that's a friend that you knew for years. You imagine you with shorty or something like that, like you don't know. And luckily, she had somewhere to come back. You know, like we had a house here and everything for her to come back to. Some people don't,
Yeah.
and I don't know that situation. Like, and I think that relationship, honestly, I just think with his income, like it should contingent based on your tips, bro. Like, well, one time during the month, you don't make the amount of money you need for your rent or your car payments or your insurance. What happens?
Right. And
And
then on top of that, maybe she been getting on her nerves for a
yeah,
while now,
like
and
I'm
then
Daniel have to think about shit like that, but at the same time, he's now learning. I think as all of us are like learning how like adult life is. Like you have to manage that shit, yo. Like you know when they had Sims, but you taking care of the little Sims. That shit is like real life, bro.
shit is fucking retarded, bro. So I was thinking to myself when that thing what I told you yesterday with the card shit popped up.
Yeah.
I'm what if that was somebody that actually opened up a credit card, but I'm too busy. Like I haven't been checking my finances for like a month or something like
Yeah.
that.
Yep.
I come back, niggas spend like 3 racks on some bullshit, and
Yep.
my shit fucked up, you know?
Yep.
Like stuff like that.
You don't know. And that's all I was saying. Is like for him, I don't know how his landlord was. Like mine, she comes randomly asking for the money. It's not every first or whatever. But
Mm.
some landlords um don't have that today. Like, yo, I need my money on this month because they have to pay the mortgage off the land or whatever, and they can't wait for
Mm.
you. Like, all that cases
Right.
of things.
Your personal whatever's going on in your personal life is not their responsibility.
Nope, they don't care.
Nah. Like
Mm-mm.
you might get old. I was thinking about that too, yo. I'm like, yo, if I own something and people owe me rent, like, what am I do? Like, me, I feel like kind me, they have what a lot of money to blow. Kind me would like give them a month or two or whatever. But if like, nigga, if my shit due, bro, like that's none of my business,
Yeah.
you know? Shit is none of my business, bro. So
I mean, you can be nice, but honestly, when it comes to money, bro, you can't just
you
do that
can't,
shit.
you can be, but it's like sometimes, bro, you always end up in a situation where like good stuff for the bad. Cause some people try to be like, wise with you, like
Hmm.
yo, you know what? I need I need 1,600 this month because I gotta buy like a new stereo system. So I'm gonna tell the landlord, you know, my grandma in Nicaragua passed, and I have to send money out, whatever this month. I can't do it or whatever. You feel
Hmm.
sorry for that nigga, and you say, you know what? That's your grandmother, and I have a soft spot for grandmas or whatever. I'll inconvenience myself. You good, bro?
For the grandma.
It's shit. It's shit like that. That like
Yeah.
that's unnecessary. You just inconvenience yourself because you want to be nice.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
For
Yeah.
some bullshit. That shit could be true or whatever. Like something could happen that could be true or whatever. Car accident, y'all emergency hospital or whatever, or
Yeah.
and that should be true. What if I'm like an absolute dick? Like, nah, I don't give a fuck about that. Like, wow, this landlord sucks. Like, like now
Yeah.
my relationship between me and that guy's compromised. So it's just like, yo, you gotta, it's like a flipping of a coin and judgment
Mm.
you gotta do when you're dealing with people. But I don't own property yet, so I ain't really gotta worry about that shit.
Yeah, be careful. That's what I'm thinking for myself because I was told to show that I want to put property on my land at some point, and working with tenants, all that stuff like that. Cause she just give me the lowdown, the breakdown of it. She said you either have money on the side in case they can't pay, or there's repairs that you have to make, or in case maybe
Oh yeah.
like all that stuff.
And then like the property damage when they do leave,
Yeah, like all that stuff. So
it's a lot of shit.
yeah.
Cause like sometimes I saw this shit where this guy he's like the worst tenants he ever had or whatever. It was like this couple, and they're basically they were just trying to play him basically. There was like this girl, like they owed like what 3 months rent or something, and the
Damn.
guy's like being nice to them,
Yeah.
and he's like he had enough, so like now he's there, he's talking to them nicely. Apparently, there's like a class because this guy was analyzing. It was like a real estate agent analyzing how this other real estate agent dealt with his his people, right? His renters. So he's just like he was just like, oh, his body language and how he was talking them down and whatever, and he's noting the aggression from like the renters and shit like that. But basically, they were saying that since the landlord wasn't fixing something or whatever, or he didn't fix something fast enough or whatever, she's saying she was talking to her friend about it, and her friend was like, "Girl, why are you still paying rent then? Don't stop paying rent until he can fix it."
Nah.
And then she was like, "I didn't know I could do that, so I stopped paying rent." So then the guy was like, "Ma'am, you can't do that." Then her boyfriend was like, "Oh, don't talk to my girl like that. Talk to me."
Yeah.
He's like, "No, but we had this problem. Something like the drain or something with the drain with the water running off the roof. Not even bothering them, bro. But they're just trying to be slick, you know, to skip out on paying rent."
Yeah.
That's how I took it.
Yeah.
And the guy was just trying to show them like actual like rules, like laws that says that this is not something that allows you to stop paying rent or whatever. And then the people was just like they like slowed down, like their attitude changed and shit because they were super aggressive because they felt strong about their point. Like, this shit's broken for months and you're paying. They kept on repeating the same shit over and over. But when the guy bring up the actual rules and was talking about the laws, like this doesn't cover like only covers like if there's like leak inside the house or any appliances or whatever. This song needs to like turn shit off. I'm having a conversation. This is not the backtrack music for this conversation. Anyway, so then their whole mood and attitude changed, and then the guy was like, well, we was planning on moving out anyway, and blah blah blah. Yeah, and then the guy, so because that was one of the, he wanted to come and evict them because clearly they weren't paying no more rent. Either they didn't have no more money, or they just wanted to stay there as long as they could before they get kicked out or whatever, right? So they got 3 months off of him, and then they could just get the fuck out of there, right? So, they left or whatever, and then the guy was talking about the deposit or whatever, and he can't get the deposit back because they owe rent or whatever. And the guy was like, you guys can move out in 2 days or whatever. It's like, we're gonna move out next week Friday. And the guy is a white guy talking to this big black dude, right? And like, he can't. He's obviously scared of him, because the guy is just mad aggressive, like his body language and everything, like that, just screw facing him. And it's like, yeah, I'm gonna take this, and you're gonna let it happen until I dip, basically, right? Because he's using the deposit against him now. He's like, give me my money, I can get my shit back. No, I don't want to hear all that talking about, oh, you no bread for no rent, nigga. That's not how deposit works. But then that's actually how deposits work. He just feuding like ignorance at him just to shut him up. Because if I talk louder than you, whatever you're saying is not right, basically, right? And then they slam the door on him or whatever. So they leave, and a week or whatever, and he goes back to the place, and the place is fucking trash, bro. Like,
wow,
the cupboard is hanging off the wall. The place is mad dirty, and then he showed how the place looked, because they've been there for like 4 years or whatever, and they showed how the place looked when they moved in, and the place was amazing. Because first they showed when he first bought it was a piece of shit because the area is pretty bad, and he invested a lot of money into it. He got it for like $550 because it was dirt cheap. He pumped a lot of money into it and rebuilt the inside and made it nice, changed the roof and everything. And I don't think I think he said that the drain, like they just cleaned the drain because they wanted to save money on the drain, and then eventually the drain just broke down on him again. Like it got clogged easily, and some other shit happened, just hanging off the roof. Then those people moved in, lived there for 4 years, couldn't pay the rent anymore or whatever, and they've been having bad relationship with him over the years. So he just wanted to get rid of him. When he finally gets rid of them, bro. Like, the damage they did to the property was just insane, dude. Like, holes in the doors, holes in the walls. They left mad, dirty clothes and shit all over the place. So now he has to pay people to deal with that problem too, So that's another problem. Maybe I didn't see if he made the money back from the investment. I didn't see if he did that, but He had to put now. He gotta pump more money in. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Cause shit is crazy, dude. Shit
So I wonder if
is.
there's any legal thing when it comes to when you leave a house trash or whatever
I
after
don't know.
you leave. Probably not.
It looked like a shitty. I don't know, look
But
like a shitty state though, bro. So
I'm because I'm thinking like after come on after like you evict yourself or whatever the case may be, you stop paying rent, then like I assume the contract is ended and then they're not liable anymore maybe.
I guess. Cause they
Mm,
basically just ditching. They're just basically just ditching the place. Cause he wanted them out, you know.
mm,
And his way of getting them out is just pressuring them for the rent ASAP. You know what I mean? So just say, yo, I could get the police involved or whatever, because you know you're not
mm,
paying your rent and all that stuff. And this
yeah,
guy's being like aggressive and threatening him. Like I said, they had like a bad relationship over the 4 years like they were living there.
mm,
So
mm.
I've been in this gym battle for long. I think it's the last gym that I get the Pokemon League and then I'm out of here, yo. Out of here. Start breeding so I can violate Daniel.
Yeah.
Check my
Oh my
shit.
god! Damn!
What the fuck is happening? Yo, I still ain't read
Uh,
that shit that Mojo put. Let me read it now.
yeah,
Black men only date black women that they find attractive. Shit sad for real. Alright, what the fuck? People, so basically people only date people they find attractive. That's okay. Having preferences for attractiveness is phobic?
it's stupid,
If
bro.
don't nobody wanna date your ugly
Yeah.
ass, then just say that. It ain't phobic to refuse to date someone. You just gotta fucking cringe.
It's really
Wow.
stupid,
So
bro.
now they're gonna like they're gonna normalize ugly people. So they're gonna normalize ugly people. So if
but
anyone ever catch you rejecting somebody for being ugly, they cancel you.
but my thing is that someone ain't gotta be ugly. Honestly, you just not attracted to him. Like,
Like yeah, bro. Like sorry.
like I'm not attracted to you, but that's it. Like,
The fuck is your big ass nose?
people is some shit, man.
And then some other people might be like, damn, that girl nose is
Yeah, like
the boogers in that one.
that just
You
make no
know?
sense to me, son.
I don't know, bro. Bro, if the feature, if yo, alright, it's like math, bro. Look, if if your requirement in your head is like a 7, right?
Yeah.
It's like, alright, here 3, okay. No, I wouldn't give that 3. How many features is there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Alright, cool. So, alright, here, alright, 1. You hear the full points for that. Eyebrows, no points. That shit trash. Eyes, alright, cool. Nose, 0. Ooh. Alright, lips, nice. Chin, okay, nice little chin. Shit not too pointy. Stabbing my foot. Watch it. Cheeks, cheekbones, okay, nice, cool. Whatever. If everything add up for you in your, I don't know, whatever weird calculation you got going on in your brain for how a person look, then it's a 7 to you. Then alright, cool. Like that fits you, cool. What if it don't add up? You don't like it? Then we're built like that, dude. We're not robots. Like the heck.
Oh, it's really stupid to me though. That shit is stupid. Like niggas don't like talk to you, bro.
I wonder if they know what like attraction like works.
What do you mean? Oh, like those people. Oh.
Like all right, like right after you nut, right? You just like, all right,
Yeah.
get off of me.
Post nut curry.
Like
Yeah.
you're just done. You're just like, all right, you start seeing shit you never seen before.
Yeah.
But before the hormones that's in your body, that's what's driving you.
Yeah.
That's what's driving you.
Mm.
Like that shit from the moment you see this girl, like it's gonna influence the way you talk to her. It's gonna influence the amount of effort you put in. It's gonna influence whether or not you buy the roses. It's gonna influence whether or not you go ahead and go meet her parents, or if you're not with it or not. It's gonna influence the amount of tolerance you have. And it's gonna influence how far you're gonna drive to go get that.
Yeah.
And then right after all of that, it's gone. You know what I mean? So it's like, it's not something that we could forcibly control it, I guess. But it's just like, that's what drives us as humans. Like, I see something, it triggers those hormones in my head, and then, I mean, granted, we have a lot of superficial things that are influencing us, like Instagram and shit like that, you know? Like it's like changing, I guess the standards. I guess.
I'm not gonna see that, but ain't nobody
not
saying...
only Instagram, but just like certain things.
Social media, yeah.
Cause you see how like you ever seen those makeup videos where they do like a speed thing,
yeah,
of them doing the makeup, and she looks completely different than the person that's there,
yeah,
before,
yeah.
You know, like stuff like that. Like you want to look good outwardly, but then it's like it changes like a certain like an invisible standard, bro. Oh. It's almost like fashion, or like shoes, like sneakers, whatever is popping that season. You know. Like he got the Concords. Oh, he got the Concords check, AirPods check, Waves check. You know. You're not paying attention. He's like, pass it. Broke his ankles. Alley-oop. Muzzle beater. Yeah, what you saying? Completely agree, bro. You're right.
Okay, yeah. I'm like, yo.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm like, yeah.
Wait.
I think it's like, yeah. He's like, yeah, to everything you said.
But yeah, so what's the number then, bro? That number? Yeah, you say you're gonna give me 100, right? Yeah, nah. Oh, come on, I need one more. No, two more. Then I got this final gym badge, bro.
Let me hit you back though, yo.
Yo, I've been talking to myself for 15. Alright, bro. Yeah, alright, bro. I'll catch you later.